Thank you. I think a lot of us have probably seen a map that looks similar to this one up here, where a lot of the dark squares fall right along Appalachia. This map happens to convey prevalence of heart disease, but similar maps are available that show the prevalence of type 2 diabetes, cancer, and high blood pressure. We know, though, that not every person living in a certain geographical area has the same risk of disease. We know there are social reasons for this. In fact, there's a model from the CDC called the Social Determinants of Health that looks at those factors: educational attainment, socioeconomic status, health care attainment, and environmental structure that influence whether or not people are going to be at higher or lower risk of different diseases. This is really important because if we know what social determinants are an issue for a certain subpopulation, we can target the interventions that we're using to those needs. And so my study is a cross-sectional study of 972 Appalachian participants in which interviewers asked them specifically about their social determinants of health and their disease burden. I'm looking into how those things are correlated and aligned so that I can characterize which subpopulations are at the greatest need of intervention, and then furthermore, what interventions would be the most successful. So what have I found so far? So far, I've found that more than a quarter of the participants in this study have not finished high school. More than half of them have their health insurance through Medicare or Medicaid, and nearly half of them struggle financially and consider their health to be either poor or fair. Not surprisingly, I've also found that the burden of type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, obesity, and depression are high in this population. And so I'm going to be continuing my analysis to try and further characterize the subpopulations. But moving forward, I'm excited to think about what interventions could be tailored to the population and be most effective. Thank you for your time.